God will hear your prayer even if you are eating 25 times a day. God hearing your prayer, you don't need to fast for him to hear your prayer. You can be eating 25 times a day and say, Father, I need help. All right, he will hear your prayer. The reason why you fast is to be able to pick up what he says in response to his answer. When people listen to people, they think that you are saying what they know. In other words, when you say you are going on a fast, many people think it's because you don't understand who you are in Christ. If you knew who you are in Christ, then you won't be fasting. So they think that because while they were fasting, it's because they didn't know who they were in Christ. So when they discovered, all right, things about New Christ, then they threw away the fast and thought that. So they think anybody, when they meet anybody, you're fasting for 20 days because you don't know you. Everything. That's the way people listen. You're right. The way in which they, perceived it, they think you're on that level. Many people confess things and we make powerful declarations that are right. But you see those declarations that you are making there, it will require that God gives you commandments. That's what James was saying when he said faith without works is dead. There are commandments that are attached to it. The simple explanation is somebody at one point said, we will fly one day across the Atlantic Ocean. People said it's impossible because that never happened. Someone said, I'm telling you, we will do it one day. Now that bold declaration is a declaration of your hope, which is good and it's audacious, but you need to have the information on how to actually build a plane that will fly. That's the works of faith, which means your bold declaration when every other person is saying it is not possible, all right, is what opens the door for you to be able to receive the strategic information on how that thing will be realized. And what James was saying was that if you have a bold confession, he said that confession, there are things that are needful for that confession to come to pass. That is what is called the works of faith. Because if you are filled with food and all of that, and you are that way, and you don't consecrate, you don't put yourself in a position where you can hear from God. In other words, it's not God that is giving, it is you that you're putting yourself in a position to do or to receive. In other words, you're putting yourself in the place where you are sensitive to the Spirit of God so you can pick up things there. That's why a person begins to enjoy a fast, because you are getting critical information you could not have gotten anywhere else. The fast is no longer a discipline. It's something that you are getting insight. All right, critical information is coming to you from the spirit realm into your heart.